Good morning, Interwebs. It is Tuesday, March 17th, 2020, and I am picking up the camera for the first time in a long time. So, I thought I would pick up and document the newest artistic endeavor I'm taking part in, because I think this is a fun way to do the arty things. So, y'all may remember that I did Square-a-thon a few months ago. Here is the result. That up there. Basically, it was through Instagram. An artist named Melissa Doty put out a number of prompts. She had a couple of co-hosts for Square-a-thon. And they put out a prompt for each day. You would do art in whatever way you wanted, so long as it was a square. That's about it. Loosey-goosey at your own pace. Well, my pace was very, very slow, and I didn't finish it till well after the end of the whole thing, but I did finish it, and that was really exciting, and I enjoyed the process and all the things. So, now that everybody is dealing with all of the health concerns and isolations and all the things, which most people currently are under very few extra precautions than the way I just generally live. I mean, the whole not going out to groups, and that has kind of affected a few of our activities. They are just basically canceled for the foreseeable future, but it's not like I have a lot of things that go on that way since we homeschool, and I don't work outside of the house, and my Happenstance has a job that is considered like critical to the county because he is an emergency dispatcher. So regardless of anything that goes on, his job is always a job that you have to go to. And thankfully he works alone, and he works at night. So he works like really alone. So we are all good on those fronts, but it is just an interesting time to be in the world. And as such, Melissa Doty has another new fun artistic thing that's going to happen. And it is called the Together Challenge. So basically, she's gone through and come up with a number of song prompts for every day of the week. And I guess it's going to go on for the foreseeable future. And every day, well, she put out a week's worth of the prompts. And then you just do something artistic to go with them. It can be like any kind of video or dancing or just do something, you know, to take your mind off of life. So I drew up this little page for myself that has all the challenges for this week. So it says, like, you know, the Together Challenge, week 1. And these are all the days of the week. She didn't put one out for Monday this week, but her plan is in the future to do that. So today's is Once in a Lifetime by the Talking Heads. So I went and I listened to that song, and I didn't think I knew it, but I did know the song. I just didn't know that was the name of the song. It's not really my favorite song, but I know it. So I have an idea from looking at it of what I want to do art-wise. I just don't know what medium I'm going to use. I'm going to do the same thing I did for Square-a-thon, where I roll a die, and I have, do I still have my list? I do! I have a list of 6 things over here, you know, from one of the previous endeavors to clean up my office. My office is a mess right now. I had some crafty spinning taking place the last few days, and I took some photos of some things. There's a stack of photos, and yeah, so I gotta clear this off so that I can make space to figure things out. But anyways, I have my list of 6 mediums: Sharpies, color or normal pencils, watercolors, super tip markers, colored pencils, and then rolling the dice again. So I'm going to chunk up this piece of watercolor paper here. It's a big piece. I'm going to separate it into a number of sections, and then I will show you that, and then I will roll the die. We'll see what medium we're working in, and then I'll fully decide what I'm going to do. But figured when the mood struck me to pick up the camera, I would do that immediately, because my moods and emotions are like a roller coaster these days, more so than usual, outside of all of the, like, pandemic stuff. Like, that was just what was going on, and now there's a pandemic too, so fun times. But yeah, so working on that, and I'm gonna go and work on this paper and do an arty thing, which does seem to help somewhat with all the things. Okay. I'll check back in a few. Alrighty, so here is my watercolor paper. I just took a bunch of washi tape that I have in different colors. I thought it was fun, and I segmented it up. I think there's like 22 or 23 segments. I will probably leave one of them open maybe to like write what it was for. Or maybe I'll do the whole thing in. I don't know. And who knows how long this whole thing is going to last. I might not need this much space, but I'll just continue the challenge till I fill it in. Anyways, Gonna roll the die. 3. 3 is watercolors. That's exciting. I haven't got my watercolors out in a couple of weeks now, I think. That will be fun, and that should match just fine with my my idea. Actually, I think I might use a little bit of pen or something too, but watercolor will be my base. So I'm gonna pick a spot and paint it. Alrighty, it's a little after 7. I have finished my piece for today. So, after I finished watercoloring, I waited for everything to dry, and then I used this is a white charcoal pencil, because it was the only thing I had was working. I was going to use, like, my Jelly Roll pens, but they don't like this paper very much. So anyways, I used white charcoal. And it says same as it ever was, over and over and over again, because that's what the song says. I think it's kind of fun. So, I don't know which way is going to be up yet, but I don't know. Started in the middle. I'm happy with how it turned out. I also took my little list I had made, had all the challenges. I colored in today's challenge, and then I colored in the section I left down here for, like, it'll create a rainbow, I think, as I fill them in. And so I did it on the day of. I marked it. I was going to only mark the ones that, like, I didn't do in a timely manner. Because, let's be real, I'm planning to not do this in a timely manner because that's just how I end up functioning. But I realized that it was going to be more fun, the ones that had like little like stars or something in them. And I thought it was going to be sad if that only happened if I don't know, like messed up or whatever. So, I decided I would mark the ones that weren't. And if I do it not on the right day, then that's when I'll have a very boring, blank, colored in bit of my rainbow. But I'm excited to do the next prompt. Dance Monkey. I don't even know what song that is. But like this one, I didn't know it by name, but I did know it when I heard the song. So maybe I'll recognize that one too. Okay, off to go and do some more things for my evening.